We made it to Singapore!
Woo!
We're gonna explore the city for 24 hours, but first we're gonna show you how we got here. We started with breakfast at the hotel.
Then we took a taxi to the airport.
After a little bit of waiting, we boarded the plane.
Now that you're all caught up, let's check out the hotel. We're staying at the Scarlet. First off, we got a pretty nice bathroom here. It looks very nice and clean, very spacious, nice big shower, and the main room. Got a nice king-size bed. We've got AC. We've got a big TV. Nice little chaise lounge to sit on. And we've even got a mini bar that's included with the rate of the room. And along with that, a free bottle of wine. It's a Chianti, DOCG. That means it's good. Should be a nice stay. Now let's go explore the city.
Singapore has a ton to offer, and there are so many different things you can do here, but we are choosing to start in Chinatown because our hotel is right next door to the BUDDHA TOOTH RELIC TEMPLE.
Although it looks old, this temple was completed in 2007 and houses a tooth from Buddha, which is how it got its name. It's very interesting to explore, and there's even a museum on the upper levels.
That was really cool to explore.
It was a beautiful building.
We're getting a little hungry.
Let's go get some food.
Yeah. One of the perks to exploring Chinatown is that some of the best food in Singapore is right across the street from the BUDDHA TOOTH RELIC Temple. We came to the Maxwell Food Center and we got Hainanese chicken rice. It looks incredible. Oh my gosh, do you see this? It is so soft. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Stab it. This fork is not the best fork. The chicken is tender, juicy. It melts in your mouth, which is something that chicken doesn't typically do. And the flavors are just incredible. Very soy saucy. Not overly salty, but quite savory. Let's try this rice. Good rice. Nothing to write home about. Let me get some rice on this. This fork is inadequate. Ah! Alright, you see that? Everything in one bite. Plus some scary chili sauce.
Got some heat?
My mouth is on fire. That is a lot of heat in that sauce. Oh my gosh. I feel like that just seared my taste buds just with that one little bite. You really need to go easy on the chili sauce. Otherwise, very good.
Next up, we got carrot cake, and it's not what you'd think. It's actually made of white radish, but they didn't have the word for white radish at the time, so they called it carrot cake. And I asked for it with chilies. We'll see if that's a bad idea. Woo. Well, it's as good as I remember it. It does have some heat from those chilies. I don't think we had chilies last time. It's just super soft and tender. It's just a perfect umami flavor. A little bit of heat from the chilies. It's very good.
We had some tasty things at the Maxwell Food Center, but then we decided to come across the street to the Chinatown complex for some more food, and we found a really good dim sum place, Michelin ranked in 2018. Very exciting. We got a #1 and a #2. Let's give it a shot. Oh man. Look at that.
That was good.
We could see them making them right in front of us. They looked so good. It's gonna be hot. Woo! That is everything that I hoped and dreamed it would be. It is so good. So I said we got a number 1 and number 2. The fried dumplings are number 2. Right under here is the special. Number 1, look at that. Xiaolong Bao. Steamed soup dumplings. They look so good. So fresh. Gonna pick one up. Be very delicate, they might stick to the paper.
Oh no.
Spilling a little bit. Oh man. So to not burn myself, I'm gonna see if I can puncture a hole in here and slurp out the soup. That is very good. It's living up to its name. I have a little bit of ginger and black vinegar. I'm gonna add that for some kick. I like the balance of the acidity of the vinegar with the fresh kick of the ginger. Each one of these was $7 and you get 10 dumplings. Look at this, we have a whole nother stack of them. Gotta eat them fast before they go bad. The soup ones are incredible. Look at this, it's so good. This has to be, well, these two things have to be the best things I've eaten so far in Singapore. So this is making my day for sure.
Let me try these dumplings. It's just the best. It's so amazing. It doesn't get better than this.
We have been eating and people watching up a storm and we are tired and it is pretty late now actually. This took a lot longer than planned. So I think we're gonna head back to the hotel for the night and we will see you tomorrow morning. Good morning friends, it's another day and we're finishing up the rest of our 24 hours in Singapore. We had a really good sleep at the hotel. I don't know about you, but I slept like a log.
Yeah, very well.
It was really nice. And now we are going out to find some breakfast. We hear that kaya toast is the thing to have and we're gonna go find some. Come with us. The things you come across when walking the streets in Singapore.
We came to Tong Ah Eating House for kaya toast. That's what they're known for. I got the traditional, just white toast with kaya jam on it. It comes with a soft boiled egg. And you're supposed to dip it. That's very good. Very simple. It's not overly sweet, but it's very good.
Jeremy got the classic kaya toast and I got the French toast kaya toast. So the difference is that the white bread is French toasted and they put the kaya jam on the side. And by the way, kaya jam is just coconut jam. So now you know. Just French toast right here and this is the kaya jam and they put some butter on top. So I definitely need a fork with this one. Get all up in there. Very eggy, a little bit sweet. And I haven't tried Jeremy's with the crunchy toast, but I do like the flavor of the French toast. We ordered the combos and the combos come with a drink. Jeremy got tea and I got an iced Milo. Which, if I had to guess, I think is kind of like a Nesquik sort of thing. It's very good. It's not quite chocolate milk, so I think I was right. It's like a Nesquik or Ovaltine type of thing. It is very good though. Wow, breakfast was really good.
Yeah.
Definitely get the combo if you want a drink. I think, okay, the French toast version looks really good, but the traditional is actually better in our opinion.
Yeah, I think maybe the sweetness comes out a little bit more with the traditional.
Yeah, it is so good.
Yeah.
The French toast one is maybe just a little bit too eggy.
Yeah. Yeah, egg on egg.
Egg on egg, yes. And now we are off to explore more of Singapore. Well, we've come to the MRT line, which is the public transit here in Singapore, and we are going to take it to Gardens by the Bay to go explore. You can have an easy link pass, or you can just take your credit card and swipe in and swipe out as you go. Very simple. Let's go.
Using your credit cards directly is a very nice process. I'm sure that if you're here for longer, it's probably better to get the Easy Pass. It's made probably cheaper over a longer period of time.
Attention please.
Well, I guess the MRT isn't that busy on a Sunday morning. It's, something after 9 a.m. right now? And we have the place mostly to ourselves. Pretty nice. Well, we made our way down to Gardens by the Bay and we're at the Super Tree Grove now. We bought our tickets for the OCBC Skyway. There's no ticket seller, but they have free Wi-Fi and we were able to connect using a QR code and buy our tickets quickly. So now let's get in line and head upstairs. It's pretty cool. The wait was pretty quick to get up here, and now we are standing on top of one of the super trees. Super trees are man-made structures that have a ton of plants growing on the outside. Something like several hundred different varieties of plants are growing on the outside of these artificial trees, and that's pretty cool. And at night, the trees light up and have a choreographed light show with music. We've seen it before, and that's pretty cool to check out. But last night was very rainy, so we stayed in.
It's really cool being up here. The walkway is 22 meters above the gardens, the same level as the canopy of a rainforest.
And in case it has just rained, be careful where you lean against, because I got really wet leaning against a railing.
I swear we're not sweating.
False. I'm also sweating, but it's not that bad. For a person that's afraid of heights, how do you feel about this?
This actually isn't so bad. I mean, the railings are very high up, so they feel safe.
Yeah.
And it's not overly high.
Are you gonna look down?
I am looking down plenty.
That was really fun.
Oh yeah.
We spent about 15 minutes exploring up there and enjoying the view, and I think we got our money's worth.
Mm-hmm.
It's really nice, and they keep the flow of traffic moving too. There's a lot to do at Gardens by the Bay. They have a flower dome and a cloud forest. We've seen the cloud forest before, and that is awesome.
Definitely worth it.
Absolutely worth it. We don't have time for it right now because we have to head back to our hotel soon to check out. But if you are in the area and you have time, definitely check out the domes at the Gardens by the Bay. Those are so cool. They also have several places to eat, and just exploring the gardens themselves is a real treat. There are so many different species of birds and wildlife, plants and flora and fauna, all the things. It's really cool to explore and walk around, and they have a lot of statues and sculptures too.
Now let's move on to the next activity.
It's like Jurassic World. They're so big.
While we stopped at McDonald's, we got a Biscoff McFlurry.
Do you feel ashamed about getting McDonald's in Singapore?
Not at all, because this is definitely something you can't get in the US. Wow. That's perfect.
Oh yeah.
It's got such a strong Biscoff flavor, and the caramel is perfect match with it. It's so creamy, and it is the perfect thing on this humid, hot day.
Well, we had a great time exploring Singapore, and it's not over yet. Even though we had to check out of our hotel, we are back at the airport, but we're exploring the Jewel right now. It's outside of the secured zone. It's basically a big giant mall, and anyone can come explore it. And we're gonna do a little bit of exploring before we check in for our flight. First stop is the waterfall. What you can't tell about this is that it's actually, what is it, like 7 stories tall? It's the tallest indoor waterfall. Pretty cool.
The waterfall is made up of recycled rainwater and can be seen from all levels of the building above and below ground.
So you see the train that just went by is taking people between different terminals, and it allows them to see the Jewel without leaving the secured zone. We are 2 below, basement level 2, and this waterfall is still going strong. It's really trippy to be up close. It's so cool. And no, I am not actually touching it. There's like acrylic here.
Why can't we have interesting things like this in the US? Come on, Burger King.
There's even an IMAX theater here. This is basically the Mall of America,
Yeah.
but the Mall of Singapore. Well, right behind me is something that I've been dying to go check out. We've heard a lot about Don Don Donki. It's a Japanese chain. Let's go explore.
Don Quixote stores in Japan have pretty much everything you could imagine. However, the donkey at the Jewel was mainly food.
Wow, we really did some damage in there. I think the total we spent came out to 53 Singaporean dollars, quite a bit. But let's see what Jeremy got for food.
Yeah, one cool thing about Don Don Donki is they have a lot of ready-to-eat food, and there's a cool little sitting area right next door for you to eat it. I think you can even heat up some stuff if you like. But we got yakitori, some skewered grilled meat. Let's dig in. Wow. You know, for a convenience store chicken, that's pretty good. It's nice and tender. It's got a nice charcoal flavor as well. I think this is about as good as it gets for a convenience store, but it's very good.
Well, we're washing that down with some peach pop, or as non-Midwesterners would say, peach soda. I don't know what that is. That is very good. It's very fresh. We've got 2 little ice creams to try. This one is supposed to be peach flavored, and this one is melon. It's an adorable little peach. Just pops off. Oh no.
No spoon?
No spoon. Wow. It's such a refreshing light peach sorbet. Perfect for such a humid day in Singapore. This is wonderful. I want to try the melon though next. This is adorable. It's a little melon. Wow. 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 Oh my gosh. It's like I'm eating a honeydew melon right now. It is just, melon is my favorite, and we don't get it a whole lot in the US, so whenever we can, it's really nice to have melon flavored things. This is so good. It's making my day. Well, it's been really fun exploring the Jewel.
Oh yeah.
And now we're gonna go check in for our flight home. Do you remember the last time we were here?
Yeah.
3 years ago, right before lockdown. This place was deserted. I think we were one of the only people checking in this entire airport.
Yeah, it was very not busy.
And they almost didn't even let us do it. Very scary. We were worried we were gonna get stuck in Asia, which wouldn't have been the worst except for, you know, our jobs and all of that. But it's very different now. Everything's back alive.
We're in the Sats Lounge, which we got access to from the Priority Pass. I got a plate of food. It's an interesting selection.
What'd you get?
I got some beef goulash, potatoes, rice, and paneer. Overall, a decent selection. Well, if you're wondering why I'm wearing sunglasses inside, you're just gonna have to watch our previous video from our last day in Bali.
Or you can just assume that he's too cool for school. Well, it was really nice to relax in that lounge, but now we have to go catch our flight to LA. Very, very long travel day for us to get home. 15 hours. But thank you for joining us on our adventures in Singapore and Bali, if you stuck around for those videos as well. And we will see you in the next one.
And we've even got a mini bar that's for free with the room.
It's a little bit like The Shining. Well, Singapore has one of the perks to being, how do I want to say it?
And I asked him for what.
Okay, so I said we got. Tell me when.
Okay.
Loud noises. We really know how to pick a place, don't we? We find there was no ticket seller, so but are you saying
I can say it. What am I saying?
And do some other stuff.
Okay, let's move on to the next section.
Well, gosh.
I don't think that's gonna fit in our luggage.
I'll hold it.
I think this is about as good as you can have it for this.
If you go below B2, it's just a car park. We found that out.